which makes sense given that no other country produces or consumes more plastic beverage bottles than America. Tests found plastic in 94.4% of U.S. water samples, averaging about 5 plastic fibers per 500 milliliters. That's a smidge under 17 ounces. Europe had the lowest combined score, though it's not much of a bragging right. 72.2% of samples had plastic mixed in, with an average of just under 2 fibers each. The following table shows the average number of fibers per 500 milliliters of tap water by country. It can be found in the bonus PDF. Average number of fibers per 500 milliliters tap water. United States, 4.8. Lebanon, 4.5. India, 4. Uganda, 2.2. Ecuador, 2.2. Indonesia, 1.9. Europe, 1.9. Granted, these are very tiny amounts of plastic, mere microplastics, barely or not at all visible, a single millimeter long or less. And the daily intake of 285 bits is just an average estimate, so some days it's more, others less. Yet over time, they add up. On average, we each consume somewhere between 5 grams of plastic a year and 5 grams a week. How much plastic is 5 grams? Think of it as pulling a credit card out of your wallet, chewing it, and swallowing it. All of it. Up to once a week, every week, forever. It's as if we've all been lab rats in a secret multi-generational experiment. What happens if we are so reckless in policy and practice with our most toxic garbage that we all begin eating it without realizing it? No one knows with absolute certainty the answer to that question, but the implications of making a new and unintended food group out of plastic are undeniably ominous. As food, plastic is about as nutritious as eating your Raisin Bran box instead of the cereal inside, and a lot less benign. Plastic is a fossil fuel product, and almost every type has been shown to contain potentially toxic chemicals, even types that have been declared safe to hold our food and clothe our bodies. There are at least 2,400 known toxins that can be released by plastic, including one class of substances called PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, because they basically never go away, outside you or in. Plastic toxins have been linked to infertility and sexual dysfunction in adults, impaired physical and intellectual development in children, high blood pressure, weakened immune systems, and a variety of cancers, which have been on the rise for the past 30 years, especially in adults under 50. At the top of this list, cancers of the digestive system. There's no scientific proof that snacking on plastic causes these cancers, though the risks seem pretty obvious. Plastic plus toxins plus gulp, gulp, gulp equal nothing good. And that 30-year cancer time frame matches up with the rise of global plastic waste and pollution, now 400 million tons a year and counting. So next time you grab a takeout coffee in a disposable paper cup that is actually a plastic-lined cup, spoon in sugar with a plastic utensil, or tear open a sugar packet, plastic-coated paper, pour in cream from a plastic pitcher or creamer capsule, then bite into a pastry wrapped in plastic, and finally wash it down with a swig through a plastic sippy cup lid, remember all the plastic involved in this one cafe visit. Not a shred of it will be recycled, no matter what bin you toss it in. Then consider that Starbucks alone sells 4 million cups of coffee a day, with sleeves and lids and those green plastic stoppers. And that's just one slice of our disposable plastic world. Now, perhaps you can begin to see where that credit card we could be eating weekly comes from. But it won't stay at that level forever. If the current growth in disposable plastic production and pollution continues, we'll be eating 2 credit cards a week in no